All right, got some inclement weather. As you can see, it is snowing. We're bundled up to head over to the Capitol. Going to do our morning Celsius stash that we have over at the Speaker's office. And yes, they have a little stash for me. Yours truly. We are going to be certifying starting at around 1 o'clock. So it's going to be a long day, and it did snow a ton. We got about a foot of snow last night. So hopefully people decided to show up for work today. Kind of a big deal. The last time that I actually walked to work in similar circumstances, I was stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, and this was before I even had a car. I was like an E1 in the military, and clearly things have changed, but brings back some memories. Today, we're going to be starting the certification of President Trump's election. He came back and he won big, so very historic day today. I think if you do one track, there's less of a probability of it going wrong the second time around, so we're in favor of that. Hopefully, we'll get it done. Here's the Hogwarts Tower. More secret little passages in the Capitol. You're one of the younger political operatives in Washington, D.C., but how did you get your start?
Got my start on Twitter, now known as X, and was pretty good at getting the attention, positively or negatively, of a lot of powerful people in this community.
Yeah, it's been interesting kind of seeing how the sphere's changed from it being legacy media to now social media. Really, you have a platform to share the news or directly respond, whereas it was consolidated before, and then you had to play the game with the press in order for them to fairly report. And then actually just switched committees to foreign affairs, so that'll be interesting, especially with President Trump's foreign policy coming in. Hopefully it makes our job easier. Okay, so the House floor, as you guys can see, is open. We want to document all of this. This is very historical, very incredible. You guys can already see the reporters are lining up. They're going to report, but I've already been telling you, but we are certifying the election today.
Mr. Speaker and members of Congress, pursuant to the Constitution and laws of the United States, the Senate and House of Representatives are meeting in joint session to verify the certificates and count the votes for President and Vice President of the United States.
The certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Alabama seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 9 votes for president, and JD Vance of the state of Ohio received 9 votes for vice president.
The certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Arizona,
of the state of Florida,
Georgia,
Nevada,
North Carolina,
Michigan,
the great state of Wisconsin,
the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
seems to be regular in form and authentic.
And it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida
and JD Vance of the state of Ohio
received 30 votes,
11 votes,
6 votes,
19 votes,
16 votes,
15 votes,
10 votes for president,
for vice president.
The whole number of the electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538. The majority is 270. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes. JD Vance of the state of Ohio has received 312 votes. Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota has received 226 votes. This announcement shall be deemed a sufficient declaration of the persons elected President and Vice President of the United States, and shall be entered on the journals of the House and the Senate. The chair declares this joint session dissolved. Thank you.
All right, so we just made history and certified President Trump's re-elect, which is a huge deal. You guys saw the energy from the floor, so everyone's pretty excited to start a new chapter in American history.